This is the Fredericksburg Neighbors Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Dory Stewart.
Welcome back to another episode of the FXBG Neighbors Podcast, where we share the stories of our favorite local brands. I'm excited to introduce you to my guest today. We have Stephanie Cox joining us with Art Cart Kids Enrichment Studio. Stephanie, welcome to the podcast.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Well, I'm excited to learn all about you and about your business. So let's start there. Share with the listeners a little bit about Art Cart Kids.
All right. Art Cart Kids is a open-ended child choice art studio, which is a little different from everything else that's around here. And very different from what the kids get in school. Here they get to come, learn about different mediums, and then choose what medium they want to use and what they want to make with that medium.
I love that. I love that they have the freedom to kind of choose which path they want to go. That's really cool. I love that. So tell me a little bit about your background. How did you get into this and how did Art Cart Kids come to be?
I've always loved art, but it was like in the background in my life, just something I did for fun. When I graduated from college, I did get a supplementary credential in art. But in California, they didn't have elementary art teachers, and I really wanted to stay in the elementary level. So I never used it. Then I moved out here to Virginia, and they do have art teachers in schools, but of course it's a very desired job. So I didn't find any openings in the area. And eventually, I just decided that maybe I should create my own.
Yeah.
So I started out as a mobile business. We would have classes at the park during the summer. And then I kind of bounced around. I went to several different restaurants in the area and got to use their space when they weren't using it. And spent almost a year, about 9 months in the closet at Curves, which it was a big closet. It was kind of like a room. And then I bought the brick-and-mortar studio here in Stafford during the summer of 2023.
So I love your story so much. I love that you created your own destiny. And I feel like so many great businesses are born from that same desire. So congratulations on your success. And from closet to brick and mortar location, you've come a long way. I love your story so much. That's awesome. That's awesome. So do you find that there are any misconceptions that people have about your business?
Yes, because I think open-ended art gives a lot of people the impression that the kids are just going to come and scribble and, that's what are they going to do? They don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not true at all, actually. Our kids have great imaginations. By just having a short mini lesson on how to use a material, they use problem-solving skills, critical thinking. They figure out how to make what they want to make. And it's really amazing to see.
That's amazing. So what are the ages that you cater to?
Right now we're open from kindergarten through 8th grade.
Oh, wow. Nice. A big range there. So kids can really grow with you. I love that.
And they all get to come to class at the same time. They pick whatever session that they want to come to. And it's really neat because the kids help each other out.
Yeah.
And we run a program. It's called Dazzle's Color Quest. And they earn pins. They start with white, and they have 12 different mediums that they get introduced to for each of the pins. They're the same 12 mediums, but the technique that they're taught is different depending on the color. So we have some kids that are like second graders that are already on orange, and middle schoolers that come in on white.
Mm-hmm.
The younger kids who've been here longer and have used more of the materials and know how to use things and know how to find things actually guide the older kids as well as the older kids guiding the younger kids. They do a lot of communicating and sharing ideas, and they help each other. And just the multi-age range is something that I was used to working with when I taught Montessori. My oldest daughter went through a Montessori program when she was younger, and I just loved it. So I got certified in, 6 to 9 when my daughter was in school. And then I had my youngest daughter 9 years after my first daughter. And I did 3 to 6 so that I could do Montessori with her at home.
That's really cool. I love that. I love the badges and how fun to show up with all of your different badges. And what a confidence boost. And you're really building independence in the kids. That's so cool.
Independence, self-esteem, acceptance.
Yeah.
We have, we are fully inclusive. We have all kinds of students that come to us here. And we accept and know that we all have our own differences, but we also all have a love of art and a love of creating. And so it gives them, a place to be themselves and be comfortable in their own skin. There's no competition. There's no, oh, who's making the best elephant today?
Right.
And they don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. They just come and they have fun and they make friends. I've had kids from other, opposite sides of the county become best friends and spend time together outside of the art studio because they found they had so much in common, just, being here and creating together. It's really amazing.
What a wonderful environment you have created for them to come to. I love that. Congratulations on that. That's really
cool.
That was
top on my list. I wanted a place where people can come or kids can come and be comfortable and be happy and have fun and just be creative.
And typically, how often are they coming to you? Are they coming weekly? Talk to me a little bit about that.
We do have a membership program, which is 40 classes a year over the 10 months. Usually they come once a week, so that's about 4 a month. But we also are open on no school days for Stafford County schools. So we have earlier hours on those days where the kids can come during the day. So they may come twice in 1 week that week, or, they can kind of pick and choose when they want to come. We have classes scheduled Monday through Friday. They're at different times because Stafford County elementary schools are now on a 2-tier schedule. Some of the kids get out at 2:45, some get out at 3:15. So depending on the day, we have classes right after school, for the kids that get out at 2:45, and then we have some on different days for the kids that get out at 3:30 or 3, whatever it is.
Yeah, gotcha.
And they don't have to come, if they sign up for the membership, they don't have to come every Monday. They can come anytime they want. So if I had a big problem with this in the past where there would be a Christmas pageant and the kids would end up with, choir rehearsal on Thursday night, and that was the night they signed up for art. Well, now they just changed their day to a different day during the week, a different time during the week, and they don't miss any classes.
Nice.
I don't like it when people have to spend money and not get not get their value. that bothers me.
Yeah, well, that's so nice for parents because especially when you have multiple kids with different interests and you're taking kids all over the place to this and that and times change. So I imagine that the parents really appreciate your flexibility with that.
Yeah, I started doing it this summer just to see how it would work, and
Hmm.
they loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Nice, nice. So I imagine there were many challenges when you started your business. What advice would you give a new entrepreneur who is thinking about starting a company?
Probably the most important thing
Hmm.
is, unless you are buying into a franchise where everything is already given to you and you're told exactly how to do things, your business should reflect who you are. When I first started, I wasn't sure who I was and what it was I was doing. And so I did a lot of what everybody else does. I had been an art teacher in a private school for 5 years. So I tried to run my studio as if it was a classroom. And it wasn't who I was.
Hmm. Hmm.
And it's taken me a few years to really find my niche.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy with what has been created here. And I think that your place of business should be uniquely you
Hmm.
and not like everybody else.
That's really, really great advice. You don't have to follow what others are doing. You can create your own path and create something completely unique in you. I love that. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
What is something that you wish the listeners knew about Art Cart Kids?
That we're here.
Hmm.
um, just really that we are a community.
Mm.
When the kids start coming to Art Cart Kids, they become part of a family. And the parents start chatting with each other and the kids start chatting with each other. And I, of course, am one of those people where every child who looks at me sideways has, become my child.
Hmm. Yeah.
And it's a very caring, very open, they help each other out, they pick up each other's kids, and people that didn't even know each other before that find out they all go to the same school are starting carpools and things like that. And it's just that's important to me. I'm a big community person.
Hmm.
So I wanted this to feel like a safe place for everyone.
Yeah. Amazing. If the listeners want to connect with you or learn more from you, where can they find you?
They can go to our website,
Hmm.
artcartkids.com. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. Um, and if they're interested in just checking out the studio, they're welcome to call, make an appointment. And I love showing off the studio. So I'll
Amazing.
give them a tour and they can check it out before they decide if they want to join the membership or not.
Nice. Well, Stephanie, you have created something really special for our community. Thank you so much for joining me on the episode and sharing Art Cart Kids with us.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for listening to the Fredericksburg Neighbors Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to fxbgneighborspodcast.com.